Guys, deluded Guna. One thing, you guys, I told you in regards to Wilshere why I started this channel, but Gnabry as well, same day. Maybe it was destiny, but you guys know I love Wenger. I'm not talking about in regards to his performance at Arsenal. You guys know I keep it fair, but I can't forgive him for Gnabry. I'm sorry, and maybe Gnabry might not be where I go to where I think he could be, but for me, looking at the side where we have Perez, where he clearly doesn't rate. We've had players that are not really direct. Gnabry ticked all the boxes, whether he's on the left, whether he's on the right, whether he's in the middle. We know 2014 he had a great period, winning us games against Swansea, earning penalties against Palace, playing well against Spurs. In fact, in that whole FA Cup run, unfortunately, he didn't play in the final. We know he was unlucky with injuries. You let him go to the Rio games. I told you guys already that if I was a player and I saw Iwobi, my age mate, who's essentially at the time was competing with me for that place, if I'm allowed to go to Rio, I'm not saying if you want to play for your country at the Olympics, that's a different case. But Kelechi Iheanacho of City was blocked. I think Iwobi was no, and there was a couple other players. I'll be looking at Gnabry as that you sent me there. Fair enough, it might be to get fitness, confidence, everything that was said. But I'm looking at that as okay. You lot are going to be in the thick of your pre-season plans, and I'm going to be there. Am I going to be included? Added to that, you got complacent with him. You let his contract run down. He did have 2 setbacks with his injuries. But then you sent him to go and play. Well, you sent him in between, sandwiched in between that loan spell, was injured. Then he went on loan to play for Palace. Pulis. Sorry, Pulis has not got time for young players. You either hit the ground running and do his thing or not. So yeah, it didn't happen there. Then he came to play a lot of reserves football, low on confidence, overweight, more injuries and whatnot. You would have thought this year, well, last year, when I say this year, would have been the time. Like, Gnabry was a serious player, and I rate him. He wasn't getting rated here, and I say this for every young player at any club. If you're not being rated or you don't feel the manager's looking at you, go. You have to go. You have to go. Go and make a name for yourself. Arsenal didn't get the best of deals because unlike United and teams like that, when they do sell players, where's the buyback clause? Where's the sell-on clause? You sold him for what? I saw 3. It could never be more than 5 million. Ridiculous. Fair enough, you might not have wanted to sign a new contract and you might have reported Bayern Munich because you knew what was going to happen. But it serves you right. You rated the guy. If you rate the guy, he wouldn't have been in this situation for me. I mean, we're crying out for a right winger. If you've got a plan, fair enough. Of course, you guys know I love Rene Adelaide, so that gives me a little calmness. I'll give Wenger the benefit of the doubt. But Gnabry should be here. And when you look at how he took Bundesliga essentially by storm, scoring great goals, doing his thing, and now he's gone to Bayern Munich. Allegedly, there's rumours that he'll go to Hoffenheim on loan, play under that coach. I forgot his name, but he is pretty highly rated, and they'll be in the Champions League. There's actually rumours he was going to go there permanently. But yeah, he's a Bayern Munich player, and the loan stuff is all hypothetical. Bayern Munich have got a player for peanuts. We have got a player for peanuts. Typically, like we've said, Arsenal, like I've said before, Arsenal are developing youngsters for no reason because between not giving chances, not letting them reach the first team, poor loan spells, not seeing the fruits of our labours, letting contracts run down, selling players. I mean, there's no real need for this, is there? Gnabry should be here. Gnabry really should be here. You guys know I love Iwobi, but I would have snaked Iwobi for Gnabry in a heartbeat because Gnabry is 10 times the player Iwobi is. Iwobi's a great passer. He can be a great team player, and I want him to stay. And I do believe he can be a centre mid. And key term, he can be an essential player for us, a useful player for us, especially in that deep line playmaking position. But he's got nothing on Gnabry. Nothing from shooting to beating a man to even passing to a degree in regards to breaking the lines. Nothing on Gnabry. Gnabry's direct. Gnabry. Listen, I'm not even going to sit here and keep gassing up Gnabry, guys, man. He just should be at Arsenal with a proper first team shirt and a proper first team chart. When he did have his chance, he was moving mad. I mean, the guy is better than Theo Walcott. Theo's got 19 goals, fair enough. Like, he's better than him. Like, the guy was made for it. He still loves us. He still supports us. You saw his tweets and whatnot at the after the FA Cup and during the FA Cup final. But I rate him. And again, it goes out to every young player, whether you're at United, Chelsea, Liverpool, even if you're at West Brom, for God's sake. If you do not feel you're going to get the chances all rated, leave the close-knit bubble and go. Because Gnabry could have stayed, could have ran down his contract and saw what was going to happen. Maybe he gets a look in and he stays with this. But no, he went. He's now being rated even more by the footballing universe. He's got his Germany cap. His proper German cap. And he's now somewhat, I don't want to say he's forced his way into Lowe's plans, but he's somewhat there, more in the picture. And I mean, Lowe did a few years ago say Gnabry would be in my plans. I mean, some people laughed, especially other team fans laughed. I mean, it's Arsenal. We can't possibly have a young player. I know Arsenal fans do get carried away with players, especially young players, and do overrate players a lot. All fans do, but Arsenal fans are a special bunch. But yeah, guys. Anyways, Gnabry, good. Our loss is Gnabry's gain. Best way to put it, was gonna say, like, we've lost a very direct, very young and promising player, and someone who didn't essentially come through the academy because we got him from Hertha Berlin, but he came and learnt in our academy and learnt the Arsenal way and had a very big affection for the club, and he has the very things and ingredients that I call for constantly in my videos and I feel are missing. Anyways, guys, not to keep going about this because I'm slightly getting angry about this. I mean, how could you be so retarded at Wenger? But yeah, guys, Gnabry, I rate you. May you continue to have all the success in your career. And on a side note, I rate Adnan Januzaj, but certain fans tried to say Adnan Januzaj has anything on Gnabry. Leave it. Leave it. But guys, Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. Subscribe, follow, comment. I'm out.